Hey YouTube world, what's going on? It's midday during the week. I'm working out in my home office today, and I am soaking the Redfoots and kind of doing a little, I won't call it maintenance, but making sure their sphagnum moss under their hides is moist. Figured I'd turn on the video function on my phone, just do a little update video. So these guys are soaking in some lukewarm water. You know, it's not a little bit warmer than room temperature. They're doing great. You can see the odd colored one, that is Stomp. He's the only one that has a name so far. She, he, I don't know. But it's the first one we got. And the two newer turtles, which I acquired from Southern Reptiles. Check them out on Facebook if you're looking for a tortoise of your own. Pretty close in size. This one I think is actually starting to get bigger than Stomp. He just loves to eat. So, and they're in here soaking. They've been in here for about 5-10 minutes, and I am just kind of spot cleaning their enclosure. You know, I have my T5 high output, and then my ceramic heat emitter. So a little bit of natural sunlight coming in from the windows. I haven't really talked about it much, but I also have modified the lid to this tote with some plastic mesh so I can move these guys outside if I wanted to. I haven't done it yet just because they're still so small, but as they get a little bit bigger, I'm going to start moving them. You know, when it's sunny and not a chance of rain, I'll start moving them outside to soak in some of that natural southeast Texas sunlight. My dandelions never did grow. I'm not surprised, but the aloe vera and the hostess or hostas, however you say it, are growing fine. I know it's kind of hard to see with that light running across, but I don't know if I'm going to plant anything in there or not. I just have the pot in there for the time being. And the only actual 6500K light they're getting is from the filtered sunlight through the window. I mean, this isn't really a growth light. This is, just to help the tortoises digest. I know there's a lot of debate whether they need UVB, UVA, whatever. I feel better about giving it to them than not giving it to them. So, and again, this is all temporary. Once they're 4 inches in shell length, they're going to permanently move outside with a heated hide box for when it does get cold here. But so I have a cool side hide with sphagnum moss. I try and keep it damp. Same thing on the warm side. And I'm going to go ahead and feed these guys and see if they're hungry. I picked up some Missouri small tortoise diet. So some much smaller pellets. I mixed it in with some greens. I got it a little damp first. And I just try and vary up what I give these guys. They do munch on the larger size stuff, but they don't, it's harder for them to eat, obviously, because it's bigger. So these guys have probably soaked long enough. So I am going to move them over by their food dish. Looks like one of them pooped in the water bowl, so that's good. That's what they're supposed to do. These guys usually go straight to chowing down. Now that I've had them a little bit longer, I don't typically pull them out of their hides and put them by the food dish anymore. I put the food in there, once a day usually, and they'll find it on their own, and I pull it out at the end of the day. I don't want to overfeed them, but I try and vary it up from day to day, and variety is the spice of life. But as you can see, they're not shy to eat, even on camera. Looks like they're going straight for the greens, though, not the tortoise diet. But that's okay. I love these guys. These are my first tortoises. Well, I had, if you've watched the channel, I had a sulcata for about 2 weeks. But Stomp was my very first tortoise that I went out, and sourced myself, and I got the other two. And there is a very high chance that I will have a large group of these one day. So I'm gonna keep these, probably just these 3. I might add one more, I don't know, until they're large enough to sex. And then I would like to have, a group of maybe 7 or 8, with the appropriate male to female ratios. Whatever that may be. I'll still need to do some research as they get a little bit bigger. But they're fairly low maintenance. I feed them a little bit every day. As they get older, I'll probably switch to a few times a week. My box turtle outside gets fed 3 or 4 times a week, and I usually switch it up between protein and then fruits and veggies. But yeah, they're super easy. So anybody thinking about getting a tortoise, make sure you get an appropriate tortoise to your living conditions. You don't want to get a sulcata or an Aldabra tortoise if you live in an apartment, obviously. And I do have a smaller backyard, but we're talking about moving here soon, and one of the stipulations on the new house is going to be a large yard, because I would really like to grow my collection. The dreams to get an Aldabra, who knows, but anyway, these are a great beginner tortoise, I think, as a beginner tortoise keeper. Fairly low maintenance. They're entertaining. They're not very shy once they get used to you and get to know you. So I highly recommend these to anybody who's looking for their, first shelled pet. But I appreciate all the viewers and subscribers I have. This is just a quick video. Stay tuned to the channel. I don't have a regular posting schedule, maybe one day. But, please leave me some comments. What do you like? What do you don't like? What do you want to see? And, I'm looking to make improvements to the channel and maybe grow it a little bit. So, everybody have a good week, and we'll catch you next time.